Hey Dave, after a tough one yesterday, kind of how big was this win for you guys, especially how you did it, just kind of putting something together in the late innings?
It was great. It was big. Like you said, losing last night, coming back, playing from behind a little bit in the middle innings, and big homer from Cody, and to tack on some runs late was great. Julio didn't have his best stuff tonight. Found a way to navigate 5 innings, and I thought the guys in the pen did a fantastic job.
It was kind of hard to miss Bellinger's big smile after he hit that home run. Can a swing like that kind of loosen a guy up in a way?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I can't say enough about Cody's work. I think that we live in a world of results, but behind the curtain, he's grinding and working really hard at his craft. And so to get a result like that in a big hit, certainly I'm sure was a weight off his shoulder, and so we needed it, and absolutely it can kind of get some other good things in motion.
And that spot in the eighth with Otani coming up, did you guys consider walking him at all? And obviously, what can you say about the job that Brusdar did against him?
Well, Brusdar did a great job. I thought about it to potentially walk the bases loaded, which I have done before. But I think that with Brusdar stuff, ball getting by the catcher, potential walk, I just felt that if you pitch him carefully, which was the goal, we had a chance to get him. So credit to him and Will.
And last one for me, what was it like seeing your new second baseman in a Dodger uniform?
It was great. He's just such and dynamic is not even doing it justice of the talent. To go in there, play second base, make the plays that he made tonight, a few plays that were really big game-changing plays that he made look pretty effortlessly. But for his willingness to move over to the other side of the diamond, obviously is huge for our ball club, to perform in the batter's box defensively. Our fans we've seen it on the field as far as coaches and players, but our fans on a night in night basis are going to really be in for a treat.
Thanks, Dave.
Next question is from JP Hornstra. Go ahead, JP.
I wanted to go back to the Graterol Otani at bat. Brusdar is a guy who probably hasn't gotten as many strikeouts as you would expect from a pitcher with his stuff. But if he's pitching backwards with the slider like that to set up the fastball, do you think he can change that long term?
Well, I do. I think the credit goes to our pitching staff, Connor McGinnis, Mark Pryor, Josh Bard. Those guys have been working on Brusdar with the delivery. And JT, ironically enough, is the one who brought it to light initially about slowing Brusdar down. So with kind of those guys running with it, slowing his delivery down, which has allowed for him to execute the two-seamer as well as the slider. So I think going forward, if we can keep that delivery intact, then we're going to see the best of Brusdar.
What did Justin Turner say, and what do you mean exactly by slowing it down?
It was just one of those things where he's just been so quick to the plate, and Justin is such a student of the game and noticed how quick Brusdar is to the plate, and just feeling that if he could slow down, it might make it even harder on hitters. With a slower delivery, it's kind of a counterintuitive, but for him to slow down would give him a better chance to get hitters out. And then you take the pitching guys to use that information and dig in on the delivery. So it's been a kind of a tag team, but like I said, Connor, Mark, and Bart have done a fantastic job with them.
And then
Go ahead, JP.
Dave, last one for me. Is the plan still to alternate like with Cody and AJ for now?
Mookie's going to be down tomorrow. Cody will be in right field tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Next question is from Fabian. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, I know you just touched upon it a little bit, but how much is Trea's speed a little bit of a game changer? And is he the type of guy who already has a green light to go whenever?
Yes, he has a green light to go whenever. The speed, the intelligence, baseball IQ. And you saw it there in that first inning. He scored easily from first base. Max, because Max, he's on first base. Max is getting heaters, put it in the gap. So he's just creates tension.
How much does that sort of change things at the top of the lineup, and sort of how you guys are able to do some stuff like that, especially with how Max is able to sort of get on base, and Mookie obviously has good bat to ball?
I think it's just going to allow us to put up a number, each inning. I think that sometimes we can play with the big number and then, we put up some zeros. But I think that with that dynamic, you can always tack on a run here or there if he's on base, which he does quite often.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
Next questions from Eric. Steven, go ahead.
Dave, you mentioned Alex Vicia's confidence sort of helping him out since he's come back up. Is there anything specifically he's doing that's allowed him to have this success?
I don't know if specifically, but I just think it's his third go at this as far as going back up and down. And I think he's just comfortable. And so now there's always that transition and getting to know your teammates and the surroundings. And I think he's just very comfortable right now, very confident. He's working really hard, focused, and the pitching guys, I think the catchers have done a fantastic job with him. Pitching guys done great, but Alex has been pretty big for us.
And then last weekend, I think he worked like 3 games in a row. I know you've had some off days since then, but was it just a matter of like getting him some rest after that sort of heavy workload?
I think it was more of that, a little bit of just the right lanes for him. He'll be up tomorrow, and so it didn't mean it at all as far as what we feel of him and the confidence we have. It just kind of sometimes with the off days, and that's how baseball is. But I certainly look at him as a leverage guy. He's earned that.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
Thanks, guys.